Hi, welcome to the Manifesting Formula. I'm Christine Rizzo. Today we are talking all about your power. I'm super excited for this episode, so keep on listening and you will hear exactly how powerful you really are. Hello, my beautiful friends. How are you today? Last week, we dove into the law of attraction, which is the first law of the universe and the most important law. This week, we're going to dive into where our power comes from. And that, my friends, is from our thoughts. Our power comes from our thoughts. I hope you have your journals with you today. You are going to want to take lots of notes. But before we continue, I would like to start from a place of gratitude, as it is super important to be grateful when wanting to deliberately create or to manifest what you are wanting. When we come from a place of gratitude, our energy level becomes very high, and that is where you want to start each morning to set your day off in a positive way. Every morning, I write in my gratitude journal 3 things that I'm grateful for. This helps me to feel good and to appreciate what I have in my life, as well as what I'm about to receive. So let me ask you right now, what is it that you are thankful for today? I will definitely be focusing my energy on creating a whole episode on gratitude in the future, as it is so important and one of the keys to our power when it comes to manifesting. Before we continue, I want you to write this down. I am responsible for my energy, my thoughts, and my feelings. Let me repeat that again. I am responsible for my energy, my thoughts, and my feelings. We are manifesting every day unconsciously. We don't even realize that we are doing this because it's all happening by default through our thoughts. Manifesting starts with learning to clean out your thoughts by becoming the watcher of what you tell yourself or think about every day. If you put thought to whatever you want, you will eventually attract that in your life. Like I explained in the last episode, like attracts like. What you choose to think about, you will create. So, my friends, if you are one of those that keep telling yourself that you can't or that you don't know how, you need to stop, because when you keep telling yourself those lies, they will always become your truth. And that is all that you will ever be shown, because the universe can only give you what you think and believe. You see, we are all made of energy, and energy is power. Everything in this world is made of energy. Every thought that you have is energy. Your feelings are energy. The chairs that you sit on are energy. The microphone that I'm recording this podcast with is energy. The car that you drive, the money in your wallet, the laptop that you type on, the phone in your back pocket, the glass of wine that you drink every night, they are all energy. Every single thing in this world is made up of energy, and so is the universe. We as humans are connected to all of it, every single inch. Your intuition, which I call your inner goddess, our creator, the universe, God, it really doesn't matter what term you use, because they are all the same. We are all energy. We are all one, which means we are all connected to one another. We are all energy, and our creator is within us. Our creator is part of us. We have our power through our creator. We will definitely go much deeper into this topic in a different episode. Let's talk about our thoughts and how they work when it comes to manifesting. You see, our thoughts are energy, and they get transmitted onto a frequency level, kind of like how a radio station works. The frequency level determines what you wind up attracting into your life. There are high frequency levels that attract all the good, and there are low frequency levels that attract all the bad. I will explain frequency levels and break them down in another episode as well. I don't want to get too deep too quickly, because I want you to truly understand how manifesting works so you can apply it correctly into your life, and so it can start working for you the way you want it to. So let's continue with our thoughts. We have thousands and thousands of thoughts per day, some that happen to work in our favor, and many, oh, so many that do not. Our thoughts create our outcome, and our thoughts create our life. So, how you choose to think about things will create your results and how your life turns out. This is why it's so important to understand that you have all the power within yourself to create the exact life you want. When you focus on a certain thought for a long period of time, that is when the manifesting begins. As I mentioned in episode 1, that you are attracting both good and bad from the thoughts that you are thinking. If you haven't listened to the first episode, I would recommend you do so. You can start from the beginning. So, as I was explaining, the universe doesn't know what a good thought is or a bad thought. There is no right or wrong to the universe. The universe just knows that it is giving you exactly what you want by the thoughts that you are thinking. Let me repeat that again because it's super important. The universe just knows that it is giving you exactly what you want by the thoughts that you are thinking. Please take that in. Your thoughts are always attracting whatever you put a lot of thought to, whether you want them to or not. Trust me, I did not make this shit up. It really is happening whether you believe it or not. We can't prevent the process, but we can learn to control it. And that is exactly what I'm going to help you with. Teaching you how to consciously create the life you want by learning how to change your thinking. So let's get started. Grab your journal and write these down. Number 1, your thoughts will always control your outcome. We don't have a choice with that. They always have, and they always will. Number 2, you are in control of your thoughts, which is extremely empowering, which also means you don't have to think bad thoughts if you don't want to. Number 3, your thoughts are optional. Did you hear that, my friends? Your thoughts are optional. You always have a choice. Number 4, your thoughts will always create a feeling that can help move you closer to your goal, as long as you choose a thought that serves the goal that you're wanting to get to. Number 5, your thoughts are just sentences that can always be changed. That's all they are, just sentences. And you can change them whenever you want to because you are in control. Number 6, your thoughts become a belief when you keep on thinking them over and over again. A belief is just a sentence that was repeated to you over and over. That's all a belief is. And you can change your beliefs whenever you want to. Number 7, a thought is always harmless unless we choose to believe it. Listen, we have absolutely no control over other people and how they choose to act or the circumstances that happen around us, but you have full control over how you choose to think about things. I know at times it feels like you have absolutely no control over your thoughts, but that's not true. You actually have full control. You just need to learn how to manage your thoughts. So let me explain to you how you can start doing that. First, you need to notice and become aware of what you are thinking. Second, you need to ask yourself, why are you thinking the thoughts that you are? Ask yourself, do you want to be thinking this thought? Maybe the thought that you're having at the moment is making you upset. Ask yourself that question again. And is this thought actually true? Is this thought true? Ask yourself, is it possible that this thought can be wrong? 90% of our thoughts aren't true, which seems kind of messed up, I know. They feel so true, but they aren't. Start to notice that your thoughts are actually optional and try to notice the feeling that you feel when you're thinking that thought. If you start to feel negative feelings, that is your cue to try and change your thought. Once you are aware of your thoughts and the feelings that they are creating, you can then decide what you want to think on purpose. Pretty amazing, I know. When we think a thought on purpose, that is when you are thinking deliberately, which is going to help you learn to manifest. You need to allow other thoughts and feelings to come in so you can start to create what you're wanting into your life. When you become aware of your thoughts, you can change what your brain is focusing on. I do this all the time, especially when my brain starts to focus on a negative thought. I immediately notice because of how I'm starting to feel. I always focus on my emotions first. If I'm feeling a negative emotion, I know that I'm out of alignment with our creator and my true self, which is that of love. When I notice the feeling, I immediately know that I need to change my thought and to start focusing on what I want to create in my life. It's actually pretty simple. It just takes practice. I promise you will get there. You see, It's about learning to choose how you want to think and feel in a way that will serve you so you can be happier. Once you understand and accept that you are in full control of everything you choose to think and feel, you will be able to deliberately create all the things that you want into your life. Our thoughts literally create all of our results. What we choose to think about, we will create that in our life. We all have this incredible power that our Creator gave us so we can live abundantly and so we can have everything that we want. If you want to create something new and different in your life, you're going to have to change your thinking. You have to go through a process of change for this to happen. There is no other way. Most of us don't want to think about how to get where we want. When you stop thinking about whatever it is you want, you then stop the attraction process. What you give thought to, you bring into your life. I'm going to be repeating this a lot as repetition is a huge component to manifesting. We need to repeat it over and over again for the subconscious to believe it as truth, just like when we were little and our beliefs were formed, which is exactly why affirmations work so well. Try to take notice of your thoughts. What are the thoughts that you're thinking throughout the day? Are they mostly happy, positive thoughts, or are they angry, negative thoughts? If you did last week's exercise, you would be able to see if your thoughts are mostly positive or negative. The thoughts that you are mostly thinking, whether positive or negative, are going to form your life. If you have mostly negative circumstances happening around you, then you are thinking mostly negative thoughts and you need to start changing them. You see, my friends, we were all created to have whatever it is we so desire, and we are all meant to live abundant lives. You can have the life you want. You just have to believe that it's possible. Show yourself how capable you are. I know it's in you. It's in every single one of us because we are all powerful creatures and you are in full control of how your life turns out. Take your power, which comes from your thoughts, and start directing them in what you are wanting. Focus on what you want and keep listening to the manifesting formula for more tips and secrets to creating the life you want to live. Thank you for listening, my friends. If there are any questions that you may have on manifesting, you can email me at christinerizzo@christinerizzo.com, and I will answer them on one of my episodes. Have an amazing rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Sending you all so much love and abundance. My friends, if anyone is interested in becoming a certified life coach, I would love for you to contact me and sign up for a 30-minute consult. In our session, I will go through with you everything that you will learn at the Life Coach Academy. This certification program is not like others out there. Not only is it very personal, since we decided to keep our class sizes small on purpose, we wanted a more one-on-one experience with only 8 students per class. The value and the quality of our training are incomparable. So what sets the Life Coach Academy apart from other coaching schools? At the Life Coach Academy, you are taught and coached live in class, online, by me and Caro, who are the founders of the school. At most other schools, you watch many boring videos, work with modules, and you never get coached by your instructors, let alone the founders. Our Life Coach course will teach you everything you need to know to become an extraordinary life coach. But the best part about this program is that not only will you learn to be one of the best life coaches out there, you're going to create so much confidence within yourself by evolving into a person you didn't even think was possible. Your personal transformation will become your professional resume, which is what the Life Coach Academy does best: create incredible, life-changing results in our students' lives. So, if being a life coach has been on your mind, something that you may want to explore, or if you crave this kind of freedom and purpose in your life, then we would love for you to join our incredible group of students that are helping to change the world for the good of mankind. I would love to talk with you. Whether you dream to have your own coaching practice, working from home, or from anywhere in the world, we believe becoming a life coach is the perfect career because you have the freedom and flexibility to set your own schedule. Becoming a certified life coach will add an enormous amount of value to any career that you already have. And by learning the tools that we teach here at the Life Coach Academy, they will help transform every relationship in your life. You are one step away from this life-changing experience, from this ultimate power to creating the beautiful life you have always dreamed and desired to have. So, if you like what you're learning from this podcast, and if you have an interest in becoming a certified life coach, you're going to love the Life Coach Academy. You can head over to our website at www thelifecoach.academy to read all about our certification course. What you're going to learn in this training is going to blow your mind.